In our last lesson, John chapter 1, verse 13, we encountered multiple examples of third declension nouns. Ematon, thelimatos, sarkos, and andros are all in the third declension. Before we dive into the third declension, let's review what we have discussed previously about noun declensions. Nouns are declined in different declensions in Greek, and each declension has its own variations. So basically, declensions are ways to organize different patterns of noun endings. The first declension is mostly feminine nouns like archi. The second declension is mostly defined by masculine nouns like logos and neuter nouns like teknon. We did look at masculine nouns of the second declension in lesson 14 if you wanted to review those. The third declension has masculine, feminine, and neuter nouns that are different from the common patterns of the first and second declension. The third declension deviates from the standard endings in the first and second declension, but there nevertheless is a pattern here. Let's return to John 1:13 and highlight those third declension nouns. Let's start with sarkos, meaning flesh or body. Sarkos is in the genitive singular. The nominative singular is sarx. So in the singular, the nominative subject is sarx. The genitive possessive is sarkos. The dative indirect object is sarki. The accusative direct object is sarka. In the plural, the nominative is sarkes. The genitive possessive, sarkon. The dative indirect object is sarksi, and the accusative direct object is sarkas. Now let's look at andros, or man. Andros is the genitive singular of the nominative singular anir. So in the singular, the nominative subject is anir. The genitive possessive is andros. The dative indirect object is andri. The accusative direct object is andra. In the plural, the nominative subject is andres. The genitive plural is andron. The dative indirect object is andrasi. The accusative direct object is andras. Let's put sarx next to anir. We can see patterns. In the singular, while the nominative forms are unique, the genitive both end in omicron sigma. Both dative forms end in iota, and both accusative forms end in alpha. In the plural, the nominatives both end in epsilon sigma. Both genitives end in omega ni. The datives look different at first glance, sarxi and andrasi. However, both the xi and sigma have a very similar sound, followed by an iota. Sarx would have a sigma iota ending, but the xi basically covers that sigma sound. If you try to put an S sound after xi, you will hear that they just blend together. Finally, the accusative plurals are the same, alpha, sigma. There is definitely a pattern here. The nominative singulars are unique, but then the similarities emerge. Let's hear how similar the third declension endings are. Sarx, anir, sarkos, andros, sarki, andri, sarka, andra, sarkes, andres, sarkon, andron, sarxi, andrasi, sarkas, andras. Let's jump back to John chapter 1, verse 13. The third declension nouns are highlighted. These noun endings are now familiar. Ematon has an omega ni ending, which is the plural genitive. Thelimatos, sarkos, and andros all have the same omicron sigma ending, the genitive singular. And that's the third declension in Greek.